Good morning, my dears. Yeah, I hope you all are fine. So today for grade 8, we are going to start Geography 6th lesson, Human Resources. Okay, grade 8, we are going to start Geography 6th lesson, Human Resources. I think for long gap, I am going to be taking grade 8 subject, right? Yeah, almost January month I am not taking 8, only 6th and 7th only I am taking. So now on I am going to be taking this lesson. Okay, so this is very important lesson. Some students here are going to be do project SS project under this topic alone. Okay, with the help of this topic alone, you are going to be do art interpretation project in the topic of population of Jammu and Kashmir and Tamil Nadu. Okay, so that project you are going to be do under this topic, right? So listen the topic clearly and read yourself. You can feel easy one, right? Yeah. So we are going to topic human resources. Okay. In geography first lesson itself, we discuss about resources. Lot of resources we discuss. Okay. So resources means which are the what are the natural things present in our earth. Okay, in our earth, which are the things present in natural manner, that is called as resources. Like that we discussed in first lesson itself. Okay, so we have water resources, land, soil, many resources. Okay, some resources is made by human beings. Okay, human made resources, like that we discuss. Okay, so this lesson we are going to be discuss about human resources. Okay, you can ask why ma'am human, we only human. Okay, we normal people, we only called as human. Why human is called considered another resource means a country, this world want to develop, it wants to move to next step. We need good enough human beings. Okay, we need qualified people. Okay, that's why human beings also considered under the resources. Okay, so in worldwide, suppose we calculate, our India is a second populated country. Okay, second, the more people, the population is highest in the world, we are in the second position. Okay, first position is in China, so we are in second position. Okay, so in our country, the youngsters, okay, the ratio of youngsters is very high. Okay, that is one plus point. When people maximum the worldwide, all the countries affect COVID-19, compare other countries' death rate, our country is very less. Okay, compared to Europe continent like Britain, German, France, or American continent, North America, and particularly in USA, and the death ratio is very high. Particularly Italy, and the death ratio each and every day, death ratio in the month of April, May, June, July, and each and every day the death ratio is 30,000, 20,000, 10,000, like that. The people are died. But in India, the death ratio very less. Okay, when in other continent, other countries, they died each and every day 20,000. Means in India 200 or 2,000, like that one is the death ratio. Why? Because in India the elders population is less compared to the younger so more in our country. Okay, that's why we are greatly escaped, not escape. We are not affect that much in the current situation. Okay, so let's move to lesson. This is a general topic only. Just move to lesson. Okay, so human resources. Okay, so like other resources like water, land, soil. So these are the other resources I said before itself. Okay, whenever we choose a place for our life, okay, whenever we are going to build a house, we are going to buy a land, what are the things we are going to be, we are going to prefer to buy that place means whether in that place is good enough water is available, water facility is available, whether the soil is good or not. Okay, even for constructing a house, nowadays we are going to be do the soil test. Okay, so that land is worthy or not. Okay, so the transport facilities available. is available nearby. Like that we are going to see lot of things. Okay, so in a place, all these things are not present. Okay, suppose one place we have, suppose we are going to hill station. Okay, suppose here Pachamalai we have enough water, but that is a hill station. There is no there is not possible the transport facility often. Okay, so very rare alone we can transport facility. So we are not going to prefer to buy land for our permanent settlement. Okay, for agriculture. So for we want to do agriculture, so that we are going to buy the land. Okay, so we are not going to buy land in Thar desert for doing agriculture activity. Why? Because that soil is not suitable for agriculture. So whenever we are going to use that land or use that place for doing one particular matter, for suppose we are going to start an industry in that place, so in that time we are going to see whether labor is available, transport facilities available, nearby we have railway station, nearby we have airport. Like that, lot of the things when the industry is going to be start, the people they are going to be refer, they are going to be giving important for these things. Okay, so all these things are not present in the same place. Okay, so like that alone, population also. Okay, the human beings also not spread even in our world. Okay, so one country we have a lot of population. Suppose we are taking India, we have plenty amount of people. Okay, world second largest populated country. Suppose you go to Canada, and that population is very less. Okay, so even the people, the population also not same all over the world. Okay, so in our book, the book page number is differ from my book and your book. So I'm not tell to you the book page number. Instead of I will say the topic alone. Okay, so in our book, the first topic this lesson, distribution of population. So distribution of population. Okay, so distribution of population. What is the meaning of distribution of population? Means throughout the world where the maximum amount of peoples were present, or where the less amount of peoples were present. Like that, the percentage they are given. Okay, that are called as percentage of distribution of population. Okay, so in our world, more than 90% of people. Okay, so more than 90% of world population occupied in 10% of land. Okay, so 90% of population. That means people were spread in 10% of land. Okay, so take example. You just imagine world map in your mind. In that world map, I said before itself, two countries, the topmost two countries, world populated country. One is China, another is India. Okay, and then one of country nearby India we have Bangladesh. Bangladesh also very densely populated country. Okay, so these two countries, you just take China and India. These two countries were belongs to Asian continent. Okay, so these two countries were belongs to Asian continent. Okay, so China's population is more than 150 crores, I think so. 150 crore. Our Indian population is more than 130 crore population. Okay, so the world population, these countries are dominate large. Okay, so these two countries present, these two countries are in Asian continent. Okay, so why I said means 90% of world population is present in 10% of land. Okay, and then take example, last year we discussed about latitude, longitude in grade 6, I think so. Okay, so in that the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of the tropical region we So the northern hemisphere. Okay, so northern hemisphere. So where this is the world map. Sorry, this is the earth means this is equator. So maximum countries are present in northern hemisphere. Okay, so maximum countries are present in northern hemisphere. We said this before itself. Okay, so in that northern hemisphere, maximum people, the population of people where is the crowded of people where means this region alone. Okay, maximum population this region alone, and some more here Africa. Okay, so that alone they mention in our book. So the population of the distribution of population in the world is uneven. Okay, that is not even. Suppose you look this image. Okay, in your book they given this image of every 100 people in the world. The people living in Asia is more. The yellow color picture they given. So in Asia, the spread of people is more, and then Europe, the percentage somewhat less, and Africa compared to Europe, Africa is more. Okay, and America, North America and South America, that was very less. Antarctica very few alone. Okay, so that alone they mention in that picture. Okay, suppose you refer this picture, you can understand easy. Okay, so where the area is crowded area means South and Southeast Asia. Okay, South and Southeast Asia. So where more crowded area means South and Southeast Asia. So our India, Southeast Asia means South and Southeast Asia. So India, China, these are comes under South Asia. Southeast Asia means Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, these countries. Okay, so these are comes under Southeast Asia. So in this place was very populated country they mentioned. Okay, so Europe and America also very few. Okay, one or two places only more populated places. Okay, so more people live in north of the equator than south of equator. Before itself I said maximum countries. Okay, suppose you refer the world map, maximum countries are present in northern hemisphere alone. Okay, very less amount of countries. Some South African countries, South American countries, South African countries, and Australia. Okay, these countries alone present in southern hemisphere. Okay, so maximum countries is present in northern hemisphere. So that northern hemisphere is almost world population. 3/4 of populations lived in the northern hemisphere. Okay, so that are only given in a book, right? So next is density of population. Okay, next topic is density of population. Density of population. You know very well. Suppose you take this water bottle. Okay, so what is the density of this bottle means how much liter of water or how much liters of juice we can store this bottle. That around the density of the bottle. Okay, so like that country. Okay, in a place, in a square kilometer, how much people were lived. Okay, how much people were lived. That around called as density of population. Okay, density of population. So in a square kilometer means times this like, okay, in a square kilometer how much people live, that alone called as density of population. Okay, that and done for calculation, mathematical calculation, just leave it. Okay, suppose you are going to train. Okay, you are going to train. How many of you have chance to go to North India? Suppose you have chance to go to North India, just even in TV shows also we can see. In Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal and all, even the trains are also very crowded. Okay, the maximum people they are using train. Okay, but in South India the crowd is somewhat less. Okay, so this is why North India is that much crowd means that place is located in Ganga Brahmaputra valley, Ganga Valley. Okay, so that land is very good land, water is available lot. So maximum that area is fine. So lot of people prefer to settle that area. Okay, that is the main reason that area was very densely populated. Okay, so the population density is the number of people living in a unit area of the earth's surface. Okay, living in a unit area of earth's surface is only called as a population density. Okay, a particular area, how much people they lived. Okay, that number one called as population density. Okay, so it is normally expressed in square kilometer. Okay, is square kilometer. So the average density of the whole world is, okay, so average density of the world is 51%. Okay, average density of the world 51 people, sorry, 51% not 51% in a square kilometer, in a square kilometer. So 51 percentage of people they are lived in a square kilometer. Okay, suppose the radius, suppose this area is 1 kilometer, the whole surrounding is 1 kilometer, means in that area 51 people they suppose they live. This is the average density of the world. Okay, this average will differ one place to another place. Okay, suppose you take in India the same 1 square kilometer, how much people they lived in India means same 1 square kilometer, how much people they lived in India means 382 people. Okay, this is worldwide average. This is worldwide average, 51% they are in a square kilometer, compare the population. But India, 382 people they lived 1 square kilometer. Okay, that's why we are in the second position. Okay, so South Central Asia means China, India, Bangladesh. These all comes in the South Central Asia. Okay, has the highest density populated. Okay, highest density populated. After that, after China, after India, after Bangladesh, East and Southeast Asia. Okay, entire Asia is a very populated country. That's why it comes to know. Okay, so you should know what is the average population of your 1 square kilometer means worldwide 51%. In India, 382 people were lived in a square kilometer. That too you have to know. So lot of information they give in your book box also. Okay, that too you supposed to know, right? So next, what topic we are going to discuss next means factors affecting distribution of population. Okay, factors affecting distribution of population. So what are the factors going to be affect for distribution of population? Yeah, before itself I said whenever we choose one place for living, what are the things we are going to be giving important? I said before itself. That alone we are going to be discussed here. Okay. So there are mainly two factors affecting the population distribution. Okay. When people refer one place for settle, majorly two factors affecting. Okay. So what are the two factors means? One is geographical factors. One is geographical factor. Another is social, culture and economic factors. It's very, very important question. Okay, so no 5 more question. Keep it in your mind. Okay, so geographical factors and social, cultural and economic factors. Okay, so geographical factors. Okay, what is geographical factors means? Depends upon the situation of the land. Okay, the climate, soil, everything comes and the geographical factors. Okay, so one is topography. Topography. So where that land is plain or hill station. Okay, so it depends upon that we are choosing to prefer for living. Okay, so topography means the structure of land. Okay, whether the land is desert, whether the land is plain area, whether the land is hill station, or whether the land is snow covered area. Like that we decide for our life. Okay, that alone they mention people always prefer to live on plain area. Okay, we always prefer to live in a plain area rather than mountains or plateau. Okay, why we are not prefer mountains and plateau or desert area means it is very difficult to sustain for that place. Okay, so because of the climate condition, because of the availability of some resources, we are not ready to prefer plains, plateaus, desert like areas. Okay, so worldwise already I said the Ganga Brahmaputra region was very populated, densely populated area I said. Why? Because that is plains and the presence of Ganga river and its tributary, the land is very suitable for agriculture activity. That's why many people they settled in that place. Okay, so suppose you take Himalayan mountain, very less population only. Suppose you have chance, you are going to do project no Jammu and Kashmir. Compare the population of Jammu and Kashmir, Tamil Nadu is highest population. Why? Because Jammu and Kashmir lies in Himalayan mountain range. Okay, so very difficult to sustain that. That is the reason. Okay, so next is climate. Okay, next is climate. So where a good climate condition is present, in that place alone we will prefer for living. Okay, so take Antarctica. Antarctica was very harsh, very cold weather condition. Okay, so it is very difficult to live in that continent for long time. Take Sahara desert, that very hot and dry desert. Okay, that's why in that desert and mountain area, the very less number of people were settled. Okay, so the climate is very important for selecting life in that area. Okay, next is soil. So already I said where good soil is available for agriculture activity, even for constructing house, in that place alone we will prefer. Okay, so in desert region or mountain region it is not easy for doing agriculture activity. You can ask, ma'am, in mountain they are doing agriculture? No. Yeah, they are doing agriculture, but it's, they have to spend lot of effort. Okay, they have to do lot of work to clear that land, to maintain their crops. Okay, compare plain area. That's why people not prefer that area for doing agriculture activity. Okay, the soil supposed to good. Okay, the soil is not good. It is not possible for doing agriculture activity. Next is water. Yeah, water is very important. Where good enough water, good drinking water is available, we are often prefer that place. Okay, so even in history, 6th standard itself we studied where early people first they are going to settle, means where water is available. Okay, in river bank alone first civilizations were started. The Harappan civilization, Mohenjo-daro civilization, Nile civilization, everything started in the river bank alone. Okay, so where enough water is available in that place alone, people they prefer to settle. Okay, so next is minerals. Okay, so minerals means like coal, petrol, diesel. So where these are available, easily available in that place alone, many people they started to build industry. Okay, so for industry development, where many industries were started, automatically in that place many people they are going to settle for getting job. In that industry they are getting job. That's why many people they are going to settle in that place. Okay, so where they are going to start industry means where these minerals were present. Okay, in 8th history also one of the lesson, the about Tisco we discussed how much time, around 10 years they are searching land. At last they found land in Jharkhand one of the hill station, I forgot that hill. So Subarnarekha riverside, they found the hills, one of the place, the presence of good coal. So in that place, the Tata company, they started Tata Tisco company. Okay, so automatically that entire region will develop like that we discussed. So where the minerals were present lot, in that place the industries they are going to start. So automatically the people they started to settle that place. Okay, so these all comes under geographical reason. One is topography, climate, soil, where water available lot, and minerals. Okay, so next is social, cultural and economic factors. Okay, social, cultural and economic factors. Okay, so social factors. So what is the social factors means? Where we can get better housing, okay, better house, good education, good healthcare facility. So in that place automatically densely populated. Okay, so you take example for our place. So near our school we have lot of houses, very good hospital facilities. Okay, so automatically people prefer to settle this area. Okay, so where their necessary things were fulfilled, in that place people ready to settle. Okay, and cultural. Okay, what do you mean by culture? Suppose you have chance after you complete your schooling, you are going to job, you are going to some other place. Okay, apart from Tamil Nadu or apart from India, you are going to, suppose you are going to some other country. So in that country, in which place you prefer for taking house for rent or buying means, where our country people or our region, our Tamil spoken people settled, we give importance for selecting that place. Okay, so our culture, where the same religion people live, at least one or two we found. Okay, so same religion, same culture where the people found, in that place they will settle. Okay, an economic factor, it's very important. Suppose you take example Tirupur and Coimbatore or Chennai, Mumbai or Calcutta. Why this Bangalore, Hyderabad means where they have the opportunity of job. Okay, where they have opportunity of development, opportunity of job, the people they plan to settle in that place. Okay, that alone comes under the economic factors. Okay, so industries, where the industries provide lot of job, where the industry, suppose Tirupur, Coimbatore, we have lot of industries, spinning and ginning mills. Okay, in that industry lot of people getting job. So when they are getting job, they automatically are receiving, they are going to give their work and they are going to get salary. Okay, so where they can develop economically, they can able to develop, in that place people often going to settle. Okay, so that alone comes under the economic factors. Okay, so factors affecting distribution of population means in which place we are ready to settle. Okay, we prefer. Okay, so in this case, you just fix your image. Okay, suppose I am in that situation, I am going to be settled one new place means, what are the things you are going to think in your mind means, that the topography is very good, the climate is supposed to good, and the soil is supposed to good, water availability and minerals. Okay, and these factors also you are going to give important. Okay, suppose you ask your mother and grandmother, you are going to shift some other place, from your place to some other place means, what are the things they have to filter. Okay, which area they have to choose house, what are the things they have to need in that place. Like that we have a big list. Okay, all the list or comes under in this category, right? Yeah. Next topic is population change. Next topic is population change. I hope you understand, right? Whether you have any doubt, you call me and clarify. I think no one is up to now, no one is called me. One or two few students only, often they call and they ask doubt. Others people are very intelligent, that's why they are not asking doubt. Right? Yeah. The next topic is population change. population change. So I said before itself, the spread of population, the spread of people not equal in our world. Okay, the spread of people is not equal in our world. I said before itself. Okay, so in your book, I don't know what page number this may be. In your book 64, I think so. This page in my book changed. You take the example of world-wise up to 1800. Okay, up to 1800, the population is not booming. Okay, the population is not going high. Why? Because there is no medical facility. Okay, and a lot of diseases spread. Very early death were happened. Whenever children were born, they died very quickly, very soon. Okay, lot of factors. Okay, so up to 1800, the world population is grew steadily. Okay, it's developed. Suppose it's developed very slow manner only. Okay, so not very high population. Step by step it's developed. Okay, it's somewhat stable. But after 1800, okay, but after 1804, so you take 1804, what is the population of the world means 1 billion. Okay, 1 billion. Million means 10,000, 10 lakhs, billion means 1 crore, I think so. Okay, so the year of 1804, world-wise, this is world-wise population kana. So world-wise the population touched in the year of 1804 around 1 billion. Okay, reached 1 billion. But in the year of 1959, okay, around 150 years after, the population reached 30 billion. 30 billion. Okay, so gap is 150 years. So the gap is 150 years. 150 years, the population is doubled, not doubled, it is triple. It's 100%. So not 30 billion, 3 billion. Okay, it's doubled. Okay, but in year of 1999, after 40 years back, the population is increased 6 billion. Okay, so in the year of 1804, world population is 1 billion. In 1959, it is 3 billion. Within 40 years, it reached. See, you can see the time gap. 150 years it take time to reach 3 billion. But only 40 years only it take to reach 6 billion. So what happened these 40 years means, yeah, lot of economic development, particularly health wise, lot of development happened. Okay, so many people they were saved by the healthcare department. Okay, so the death ratio is going to be decreased and birth ratio is increased. Okay, the death rate is going to be decreased and birth rate is going to be increased. Okay, so what is death rate and what is birth rate? That alone we are going to be discussed now. Okay, what is birth rate and what is death rate? Okay, so birth rate, and death rate. Birth rate and death rate. Okay, so what is birth rate? So every 1,000 people, suppose in our area we are in 1,000 people, in that 1,000 people how much they born newly. Okay, so that alone called as birth rate. The number of birth, the number of birth of living, the number of birth of live per 1,000 people. So in 1,000 people, how much newly born? Okay, that alone. Okay, same like death rates. Okay, same like death rate. Now, the number of death per 1,000 people. Okay, so one particular day, suppose January 20, in that 1,000 people, how many people birth newly, that is comes under birth rate. In that same date, how many people died out of 1,000 people, that is comes under death rate. Okay, so birth rate and death rate. So one of the word they given in the book, and another word is migration. Okay, that is migration. Migration means, you know very well, the movement of people from one place to another place. Okay, from one place to another place is called as migration. Suppose how many people they comes to in our place, how many people they are going to from our place to other place. That is called as migration. Depends upon this migration also, the rate or this ratio will change. Okay, so another they given in our book, natural growth rate. Natural growth rate. Natural growth rate. What is natural growth rate means? Births and deaths are natural causes of population change. Okay, we can't predicate, we can't stop to birth anyone, we can't stop to death anyone. Okay, whenever a person was born in the world, definitely one day he wants to going to meet death. Okay, so birth and death, so the natural causes of population change. The difference between birth rate and death rate of your country. Okay, the difference between birth rate and death rate of your country is called natural growth rate. Okay, is called natural growth rate. Okay, the difference between birth rate and death rate. Okay, out of 1,000 people, suppose each and every day 10 people they are going to be, they are birth means out of in that 5 people they died means that 995 is the natural growth rate. Okay, so the difference, what is the difference, that alone called as natural growth rate. Okay, so the population increase the world mainly due to rapid increase of natural growth rate. Okay, so worldwide the birth rate or the population increased, why it is increased means because of natural growth rates. Okay, so how we can understand this natural growth rate means 2 or 3 methods they given. Okay, immigrants and sorry, this is immigrants, this is immigrant. Okay, immigrants. Okay, so immigrants means the people who leave a country, people who leave a country, who are going to settle, who are going to other country. That time they have to in airport they have to clear immigrants. Okay, so immigrants means who leave the country. Immigrants means who arrive the country. Okay, who arrive the country. The people who arrive the country, that is called as immigrants. Okay, so this also plays important role to increase or decrease the population of a country. Okay, suppose you are take United States America, many people they are going to settle, they are willing to settle America. Okay, so we have a lot of people they are immigrant and settled in America. Like Sudan, Afghanistan, the countries, lot of terrorists, lot of uneducation. So many people they are not ready country, so they are leave from their country. Okay, so that alone they are giving in our book. Okay, so in India, many people they are ready to settle in India alone. Okay, many foreign companies also they started to doing business here. Same like many people they are going to work in abroad also. Okay. So next topic, patterns of population change. Patterns of population change. Patterns of population change. So in that, what pattern the populations differ each and every country. Before what we discussed, same like one look. So many country, particularly Asian country and North America, the people they are ready to settle in that country. Okay, why? Because the good employment and facilities. So some African countries and some that snow-covered country, the people not prefer to settle in that country. Okay, that alone they mentioned. With the help of this map, you can understand the pattern of settlement. Okay, so so the change, why the pattern is changed means that improvement of health care, death rate has been fallen. Okay, birth rate is increased, death rate is fallen. Okay, so that is the main reason to growth of the population. Okay, and again they said same alone. Okay, so so population pattern of population means where the people, okay, particularly female and male ratio is high, and the education ratio and the occupation income level, everything comes under the population pattern. Okay, in your book, the pyramid, population pyramid they given. Okay, in that pyramid, a particular age gap, how much people they born in a country. Suppose in India means up to 0 to 4, how much birth is happened. 15 to 19, how much people they lived. So 85, above 85, how much people lived, like that. The pyramid they given. So you can see whenever the pyramid going to up, the ratio is going to be decrease. Okay, so in this middle, particularly age of 14, 10 to 14 to 40 to 45, many people they are sustaining. Why? Because the health care and the ratio, the controlling ratio of death, these are the plays important role. Okay, so in that pyramid they compare Kenya and India and Japan. Okay, suppose you just go through this page, you can understand in your own, right? So I am going to complete this lesson up to this topic. That's all. The lesson is over. So up to now, what are the things we discussed means the worldwide population. Okay. So the factors, particularly the factors affecting population, that is very important, and the density of population, that too we discussed. Density of population and the factors affecting population, that is very important. Birth rate, death rate and natural growth of population. Sorry, natural growth rate. These are very important. And immigrant, emigrant, these two you have to read, right? So you have worksheet for this lesson. You just complete that worksheet, and I will send the notes also for this lesson. Copy the notes in your CW note. Complete the worksheet in your homework note. Whenever the school reopens, definitely I will check each and every one's note. Okay, so each and every lesson we completed, we signed worksheet and we sent notes. You supposed to write the notes and worksheet in the correct note. Okay, so we don't try to escape. Ma'am, I forgot, I don't have phone, I'm not right, I changed phone, please resend that message, resend that notes. Like that, don't ask to us. Okay, so we gave enough time to you. So I hope everyone is right, everyone complete. worksheet on time, right? Yeah. Thank you, my